Sunrise wants you to be ready for the holidays. We've been promoting your chance to share your favorite recipes on WSAV.com. We're featuring some of them on the show this morning. Personal chef Ellen Grant is here to tell us about one of them, you know. So I'm a little, we talked about this during the break. I'm useless in the kitchen. So you said this is pretty much a good recipe for me.
What's great about this recipe is the only semi-complicated is making the mousse, which is easy, just follow the directions. And the mousse has to be cooked down with egg yolks, whipped cream, whipped cream, and some pumpkin. You're going to refrigerate that. Then you're going to add, later, you're going to add all your spices. So you've got nutmeg, all your normal pumpkin pie spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, all that good stuff. Some ginger in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to assemble this. And this is a great sort of impress your guests with this great thing. So we're going to do an assembly this morning.
Okay.
So the first thing is you can put, these are ginger snap cookie crumbs, and you can put, don't put all of them, just put
a little bit, like maybe just enough, that little cone down there in the bottom. You tell me when to stop.
That's good.
That's good, okay. So far so good.
So far so good. This is the pumpkin mousse.
I'm gonna let you do this because I'll end up flinging it everywhere.
We could put this in a bag and pipe it in, but
it smells wonderful.
And you were asking me about canned pumpkin.
Yeah, we talked about this because this is not pumpkin pie filling, which I would have picked up on the shelf. It's canned pumpkin.
Well, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with the filling. It depends on what you want. I mean, if you want, the filling generally will have the spices added to it.
Okay, the kid in me wants to ask you if I can lick the spatula, but we'll wait.
We're going to use it in the whipped cream, so probably not.
Okay.
But anyway, we're just going to fill that up to that much. And we're going to wipe this off just a little bit because I only brought one spatula. This is
that's real whipped cream, right?
This is the real deal. Yep, easy, easy. This is candied ginger, and I add this to my whipped cream as part of my topping because I think it just adds a little bit of extra in there. And all I'm really doing is
like candy.
Yeah, and it sweetens it up because this is plain whipped cream. Now, if you didn't want the ginger, you could just add a little bit of confectioner sugar as you're whipping, and you'll get a sweet whipped cream. And basically, we're just going to put this on.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
I would say too pretty to eat, but there's no such thing for me.
No such thing. Then what's the point?
Yep, that's right.
But basically, like I said, again, we could pipe this in with a bag. It really depends.
Easy that is. It's just a martini glass, right?
It's a martini glass.
Okay.
You could do this in a wine, like maybe a big goblet, anything like that. It's all about the presentation. These are just cookie crumbs. If you didn't want to do the crumbs, you could grate some fresh nutmeg or just put some cinnamon on here.
I do like some ginger snaps.
Yeah, and then we've got a little, that's our little swizzle stick.
That is
voila.
Beautiful.
And there you go. Easy, easy.
And let's talk about, we talked about it being canned. What would pretty much the price, do you think? Can you give us an average? If someone were saying, this is something I want to do, but I don't know how much, can you give us about an average cost?
This is not terribly expensive. I mean, canned pumpkin, easy, easy. And everything else, a lot of it's stuff you have, spices you have in your cupboard.
So it's just what we need.
Right.
You know, don't forget, you can also submit your own recipe to be featured on our show. Just go to our website, WSAV.com, click on the Holiday Hub icon. This segment brought to you by Piggly Wiggly. If you would like to contact Ellen, all the information you need is right there on your screen.